injured here. 2v2, Valderus Refinery, blue team.
What word?
Alexandrius696 starts us off as a Techmarine, starts out range combat, does some good damage too, can also build structures and repair alongside. Void Weaver is a Warp Spotter Exarch, teleporting commander that fights range combat, great for capping and harassing early on, with good control abilities also. Red team, we've got some chaos. First up, ROSEN Warrior is a Black Legion Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through cover and cannot be suppressed, good offense and disruption. And rounding us off is Bashful Pwny as a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and destructive commander with a bunch of spells, can also consume an allied model to regain health and some energy. We have a contested VP in mid, natural for red over on the eastern side, natural for blue over on the western side. Looks like the Warp Spotter Exarch is doing what you'd expect and teleporting ahead to harass some squads. Try and get some models off of those heretics. Now being chased down by Chaos Space Marines and runs away. We have Chaos Space Marines on the field for both Chaos players. Heavy ranged infantry with some decent melee damage to start off. Oh, maybe it's not Black Legion. They're using black and red, not black and yellow. 500, 493 early on. Chaos Lord trying to cap mid. Under fire though. The Techmarine does some really good damage with his default bolter. And the Chaos Lord is forced off. Here come Howling Banshees onto those Chaos Space Marines. They just saw them in time. Doom Bolts nicely dodged as well by Void Weaver. Tactical Marines forcing off those heretics alongside Dire Avengers scouts and that Techmarine. So 1-to-1 cap. Double Chaos Space Marines for ROSEN Warrior. Bashful perhaps wants to get some havocs on the field or something. Here come those Howling Banshees already with aspect of fleetness up, jumping over cover. All those power melee attacks going in. Very, very dangerous for those Chaos Space Marines. Heretics will need at least one with an aspiring champion, I think. Doom Bolts blocked by that energy shield completely. It looks like Bashful is going to back off towards the east. There's some Tzeentch worship to infiltrate his stuff. And ROSEN is going to push down the west side. Blue team will need to split up to deal with both sides here. Shuriken Cannon on the way for Void Weaver from the Guardian Weapon team, and Assault Marines already on the field for Alexandrius. Raptors now for ROSEN. Double CSN and Raptors can be powerful and very solid in tier 1, but it leaves you open to early vehicles in tier 2. Here come Howling Banshees. Chaos Sorcerer, you saw him consume one of those heretics there, but there is a full retreat. Blue team not splitting up. Both pushing this eastern side, and Assault Marines just jumped on something. It was grenade launcher heretics. This is 2.1 final, no more betas, and I think the aspiring champion for the heretics got a slight cost reduction now, 90-25 and not 125. Double CSM forcing melee on those Assault Marines. Took a lot of damage, but they do get away without a model loss, which they are so good at doing. And a full retreat here for some reason by Alexandrius. I think he just wants to get back to his side of the map quickly. We have Eternal War up for both of these Chaos Space Marines. They are going to be pretty damn dangerous, both melee and range now. And they're forcing melee on this node. Bashful coming back out of base as aspiring champion heretics. Takes them up to 9 models, gives them this Chaos Marine to lead them with a bolt pistol and chainsword. Makes them into a pretty fearsome little melee squad in tier 1. Will stop those Banshees dead in their tracks, that's for sure. Assault Marines jumping. No, that was Raptors jumping even. Jumping onto the Guardian Weapon team. And force them off. These guys suppress when they land and have slightly less health than the Assault Marines, who disrupt when they land by knocking you back. Both have their upsides. Do really like the suppression since it affects quite a large area, but a knockback can help you kill a squad since you can't move at all while you're knocked down, and takes out a Chaos Space Marine squad. Good grief. Kraken bolts there weighing in, and his Raptors taking a lot of damage. Here come Howling Banshees though, jumping over stuff. Raptors getting away with just one model. One of them died in the air there, I think. Some heretic grenades going in. Here comes the Chaos Lord trying to push the action, trying to lead the line, but he needs some support. Should have used Kill the Weak on his tactical marines. Needs to use it now. There we go, nicely done. Alexandrius was not wise to it and didn't move. More raptors now, this time from Bashful, suppressing all of this stuff, but Howling Banshees are there. There's a Doom Blast, and heretics help force off the Banshees with just 2 models. More Chaos Space Marines now for Rosen. That is a mistake, I think. He's trying to replace them. Shuriken Cannon, double Shurikens, in fact, from Voidweaver, which he likes to use, I think. Raptors getting suppressed like crazy. They need to use 65 energy to jump, unlike the Assault Marines, you can jump with 55. So that is a big downside compared to the Assault Marines. Assault Marines are more expensive though, of course. 431, 468. What is this? Sigil of the Rift. But it misses. Grenade Launcher Heretics alongside Chaos Space Marines, and there is some Khorne worship to force melee. That was nicely done by Rosen. 421, 468. That's one Shuriken dealt with, and the Chaos Sorcerer is going to be able to deal with the other as well. 416, 468. Seen some really nice plays with Sigil of the Rift lately. Can be extremely powerful if you're good at using it. Walks the Rex up just about getting away and runs. And tier 2 for Bashful and Alexandrius, and now Voidweaver. Rosen will be the last to go, having replaced the Chaos Space Marines that he lost. Hasn't given them Eternal War though. Raptors jumping, smashing that shield, but here come Assault Marines with their own jump. Chaos Space Marines in retreat, taking damage from the Banshees. That was nasty. Chaos Space Marines down to a single model, trying to get Eternal War up. Can they finish them off? Those Banshees still chasing, and they do finish them. That was a crazy chase there. 385, 468. Banshees got a slight nerf in their retreat damage, but as you can see, still very dangerous against retreating squads. There was a Sigil of the Rift, but again misses. 377, 468. The Chaos Lord has really struggled to make any kind of impact. I've barely seen him in an engagement. It seems to be always caught alone. 374, 468. Assault Marines jumping in. Heretics are right there though. With a Sparring Champion, they can be a threat to Assault Marines in tier 1. That threat kind of dissipates as Assault Marines get their Sergeant and start leveling up though. Melter Gun is up for the Techmarine. He's fully kitted out, in fact, with Signum Armor, Mark targeting a Chaos Sorcerer down. Orbs are also up. Heretics running away. Assault Marines again do not lose a model. 374, 468. Blood Crusher on the way for Bashful. It's a big risk against this Melter Gun, Orbs, Techmarine, especially if he gets a Melter Bomb as well. Sergeant is up for those guys. Space Marine is trying to cap under Shuriken Fire, not the best idea. Raptors have already used their jump, so don't have the energy to use it now. Orcs of Exarch chasing them down has the improved targeters. Reduces damage by a sizable amount, I think it's by 50%. Also increases his range. 374, 459. Raptors trying to chase down these Shuriken, but here come Banshees. This is a huge mistake. Rosen just spots it in time. Now has their Aspiring Champion on the way for 80.25. I believe the Chaos Space Marine Aspiring Champion is now slightly cheaper in 2.1 final, down to 75.25. Very slightly cheaper, down from 80. Retreat Grenade, beautifully done by Alexandrius. Good grief. Took out 2 models with that Retreat Grenade. 374, 440. Scouts capping mid now. Awesome grenade by Alexandrius to get those 2 models. Here comes a Blood Crusher. Chill of the Rift again. Can he hit it this time? There we go. Getting those scouts out of position. Such an awesome accessory. Can be used both offensively and defensively. 367, 440. Blood Crusher in trouble. Already took a missile shot. And we have some Stone Guard veterans they can swap to their Vengeance rounds. and do some damage. Red team seem to be struggling in most of the engagements, but they have the VP lead here. Blue team taking a natural back. They need to cap mid. Tactical Marines can do it. These guys have their Sergeant. Alexandrius has Tactical Marines and Stern Guard now. 353, 440. Chaos Dreadnought is on the way for ROSEN. I don't think that's a very good idea with Missile Launcher and this AV Techmarine. ROSEN seems to be confused, seems that they have no AT, I think it means anti-tank, but they have a Techmarine. And Haywire Grenade Warp Spiders now, 353, 428, 2-1 cap. Now he has spotted a Techmarine. Chaos Sorcerer taken down with marked target again. Also improves the range and his passive range damage as well, so this melter gun becomes incredibly dangerous alongside Signum. 353, 413. There's the 2-1 for blue. Need to put some pressure on this. They are way ahead here. Very, very stationary by Alexandrius, not hitting power, not doing anything. Now we have a Markov Khorne Chaos Dreadnought. Raptors with their aspiring champion up gives a 40 DPS power melee lightning claw. 353, 398. Disruptive grenade barrage. And here come the Raptors jumping into a whole load of trouble. Cannot use them to initiate that fight. There is a Dark Flames from the Chaos Sorcerer's global bar, and Raptors retreats. Dreadnought is still moving in. Are we going to see an Orbs? There is the Orbs. And there's the Haywire Grenade as well, and the Melter Bomb. I think that Dreadnought is completely shut down, but the Orbs does drain energy from infantry and also your own infantry, so those Assault Marines now have absolutely no energy. Melter Gun getting shots in. Dreadnought does not live at all. Vengeance rounds going in from that Stern Guard as well. 353, 372. That was a terrible engagement for red team. 2-1 cap. Howling Banshees chasing down Raptors now. There's the War Shouts. Gonna lose at least one model, you would think. We have some Markos each, Chaos Space Marines, and the Banshees get away, but the Raptors did lose a model. Red team are capping mid despite that terrible engagement that they had. Or they're not, no, he's stopped capping. Dire Avengers, Sigil of the Rifted into trouble and retreat instantly. Chaos Space Marines down a single model, need to run away. That's a lot of firepower using webway gates now, blue team. Mark target on them as they retreat, takes on another model. 353, 342. Generators going up. Chaos Lord using Kill the Weak on a generator did not work out well for him, and he's now in retreat. He's level 1, no war gear. He's not having any effect on this battle. Chaos Sorcerer doing a whole lot better with Vestments of the Warp, Swords of Flame, and the Sigil of the Rift. Tier 3 for everyone apart from ROSEN, who just has Chaos Space Marines and Raptors now, and no idea how red team is still in this game. They still have a 2-1 cap here. What are blue team doing? Alexandrius now pushing down the western flank, but doesn't decap, doesn't do anything. In fact, comes back to mid. Howling Banshees trying to make a push for Eastern VP. Finally, blue team trying to make some kind of impression on the east side, but instantly forced off. Sigil of the Rift again. Yes, Dire Avengers teleported into trouble, and that is a lot of trouble. Heretics in retreat path alongside Raptors, and they lose 3 models. And Sorcerer trying to take off another one with his Sword of Flame, but can't quite manage it. 318, 342. Alexandrius again, very, very static in the middle of the map. He's had a couple of very good engagements, but needs to push the advantage here. How many times have we seen one team ahead not pushing the advantage and the other team comes back? 317, 342. He is fighting 2 players now though. Raptors jumping in, suppressing this entire blob of stuff. There's another Dark Flames. And another Raptor jump. Assault Marines now taking Marco Zinch fire. Mark target on his Raptors need to run away. There is, what was that? Entangling web. Locking those Raptors in place. Losing 2 models. And Banshees in retreat path. But they do not attack immediately. And lose the opportunity. Chaos Lord capping the west side. 310, 342. Hellfire rounds up on the Stone Guard. Trying to take down that Sorcerer. And now they retreat, not wanting to lose a model. Chaos Space Marines here behind heavy cover of those pipes. Can they take down his Techmarine? He himself gets behind heavy cover, but there's Havocs. And down he goes. 291, 342. Stone Guard. And Tactical Marines now just for Alexandrius. Lost his Assault Marines. He must have ran them right into those Chaos Space Marines and lost them. Chaos Predator is up for Bashful. Down goes the Chaos Sorcerer. He's still level 1. Warp Spiders have been buffed by something. Perhaps Crack Shot. Great Teleporting Infantry with decent damage output. Havocs will try and set up here, but here come Howling Banshees with their mirrored power swords. Raptors in there. Havocs in trouble though. Might lose the entire squad. In fact, even Warp Spiders are trying to force melee on them. 1 hit point and they go down. 235, 342. Chaos Raptor is up. Raptors, Chaos Predator I mean, is up. Raptors taking out a bunch of stuff there, almost taking down the Banshees, but Chaos Space Marines went down. 235, 342. Predator tank getting shots in. Missile hits rear armor, does a lot of damage there. Raptors under some Zinch worship. Now this tank under some Zinch worship. Right Lancer is going to set up, or gets jumped by Raptors immediately. D-Cannon is there. Needs to tie that thing up. Boom. 231, 342. Red team have a 2-1. They were so far behind. Now Alexandrius has a Land Red Redeemer on the way, and look how much red he has. Could drop a nuke. ROSEN has so much red himself, having lost so much, but is still in tier 2, so can't drop a nuke. Red team have mid, have east. Chaos Sorcerer revives the Chaos Lord. He levels to 5. Chaos Lord still level 1. Techmarine level 5. Corpse of Exarch is level 7. Chaos Lord is going to come and try and decap this western side. No, he's not. He's going to run into too much trouble again, and he's going to die again. Probably, if the Stone Guard had Hellfire loaded, and he would have gone down. But he gets away with 7 hit points. 201, 342.
We have 200 points remaining.
Blue team, what are they doing? What are they waiting for? Put some pressure on this east side. We have Demon Wall Raptors up. This thing looks awesome. Jump in those Dire Avengers. Forces them off. But they didn't even lose a model. 187, 342. Still a double cap for red. Might get a triple here. This is nuts. Blue team have been way too static in the mid. Haven't hit power since the beginning of the game. Haven't touched this one, I don't think. 169, 342. Land Raider Redeemer is mid. Basically a mobile base for the Space Marines, allows you to reinforce, retreat and regenerates your health. Raptors jump in as Warp Spiders, suppresses them. But Entangling Web was up, so they instantly retreated out. Howling Banshees were on the prowl as well. These ladies, level 4. Over 1600 hit points on your Banshees. With that kind of mobility is crazy. Got Space Marines running away, level 2. And they are capping their natural back. Land Raider Redeemer trying to fight a Predator tank with the Marco Zinch twin las cannon. What is this? Is this a Venerable Dreadnought? Looks like it might be. Yes. Unique Walker for the Techmarine. Can we see this guy do some stuff here? 108342 needs to be careful of that tank, but otherwise can just rip through anything that blue team have. Void Weaver getting a bit sloppy. Raptors catching his two setup teams, but nicely moves away, and Howling Banshee's in there to wipe the squad. Bashful keeping him in that engagement way too long, and we have marked target CSM trying to retreat out. 108-330. Red team falling apart here. They do have some Chaos Terminators. These are Rosens going for the Lightning Claws. 108-323. Can they get Lightning Claws up in time to deal with these Banshees though? With Vengeance rounds, Stone Guard there, and Warp Spiders. Lightning Claws are up, but they had to teleport out with just a single model left. 108-323. Those las cannons getting shots on the Venerable. Raptors running away. Marcus Zinc CSM having a shooting match with Stone Guard, which they should win. Level 3 and level 3, they should win that. That Predator now getting shots on the Land Raider Redeemer, but doesn't want to overextend here. Still have this Melter Gun Techmarine. Should be throwing some orb. WTF from Rosen. 108-323. And these Chaos Terminators need to come back to base and reinforce, and it's not cheap. 108-323. Chaos Lord goes down in mid. He's still not leveled up. How many times do you see that? A level 1 commander at this stage in the game. Bright Lance now sets up. 108-323. Bashful's getting a Land Raider Phobos, but will it come in time? There's the 2-1 for blue team. They have a reasonable VP lead still, red. Somehow, I can't remember a single engagement that they've decisively won, but they have 200 VP lead here. Librarian now on the way for Alexandrius. Again, blue team being very, very static in the mid. Come on, Bash Power, come and decap this VP something. Looks like scouts are going to decap it. Even have this power point, it just left it capped. Giving plus 10 power to their enemies every second, every minute even. Doing nothing about it. Lightning Claw Terminators absolutely demolishing these Banshees. Demoralizing with each kill, of course. Causing enemies to take more damage and do less damage. But here comes Alexandrius. There's Dark Flames again. 108-301. There's marked target on the Chaos Terminators. And they shall know no fear. Tactical Marine is going in for melee. There's an Abyss. Not sure whose that was. I think it was Rosen's. And that was a very, very good Abyss. This might win the game for red team. Wow. Kills a commander. The level 10 Warpster Exarch goes down. Bashful have 2 Phoboses in their roster, but it's only 1. And lost everything else. 108-279. Fire Prism taking rear armor hits from these Melter Gun Raptors, which are awesome now that they have a Melter Bomb. But here comes a Venerable Dreadnought. They don't want to tangle with that thing. Takes down 2 models and inspires on kill. 108-267. That's Veil of Time on Warp Spiders. Level 4 Warp Spiders. 108-263. Still a 2-1 for blue. Rosen loses his Terminators. And blue team taking a natural back. That Warpster Exarch is still down. Where's the Techmarine? He's coming to revive now. Should level him to 8. Librarian will finish the cap. He has his 4-staff, which now gives him a very, very decent ranged attack, which is nice to see. Allows him to hang back a bit more and support from the back lines. Chaos Sorcerer taking his natural back. We have a Predator now for Bashful. What mark is he going to get, if anything? Phobos is up. Has these 2 twin las cannons on the side. Sponsors does insane damage at range to large targets and vehicles. Will easily take out that Redeemer from range. 108-199. Mid is still blue. Red team seem to be deciding what the heck they're going to do. Here come Eldar Raptors and Chaos Space Marines from ROSEN. Look like this is the push right now. 108, 189. The Phobos taking tons of damage from the Fire Prism, the D Cannon and the Bright Lance. Wow. It's going to go down here. Techmarine also weighing in. And down it goes. Didn't last long. That's what happens when you try and use the super unit without support. WTF. And down goes the Predator as well. Yes. Heretics are there. 108, 166. Red team are staying in this game somehow. There's the triple cap. It's all over surely. Heretics in amongst Howling Banshees there. And they run away. No, they don't get away. Looks like they had Coruscating Flame up, but still went down. Banshees are beastly at level 4 with those mirror swords. Finally, blue team come over here, try and hit this power. I'm amazed that red team got a Phobos out. 108, 110. And Chaos Havoc's on the way. Chaos Space Marines on the way for Bashful, but I think it's pretty much all over now. Those generators taken down. Blue team could have capped the entire map, but they are choosing to just sit in mid doing nothing. Could have hit the bases. Havoc's produced. 108.63, triple cap for blue. Red team now coming for this western side. What is this? Terminators. Another venerable. It's Terminators up from Alexandrius with those storm bolters. CSM level 3 though, they're not any push over here. Librarian should be tying them up. There is the force barrier. 108.25 took the double cap even for blue. They should have shut this game off a long time ago if they were a lot more aggressive here. Weber Gates being used. Alexandrius still just sitting mid doing nothing with his stuff. So is Voidweaver though. And there is the game with a double cap. GG at the end for ROSEN. But there you have it guys. Not the highest level game, it has to be said. But still enjoyable to watch. ROSEN making tons of mistakes, but ended with a decent army here. Raptors and Plague Marines. And he did level his Chaos Lord to 2. At a level 6 Sorcerer, level 9 Techmarine, level 10 Warp or Exarch. Blue team could have won this way earlier if they just a bit more aggressive. Just sit in mid for long periods. Thank you for watching guys. I will see you next time.